sports coverage of the National Football League. Finds us in the magnificent city of Atlanta. Used to be the terminus of the Western and Atlantic Railroad here. That's why they still sound the train horn inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Dallas Cowboys and the Atlanta Falcons. On the Dallas sideline, it is their head coach. His crew playing some good ball, 5-2 in their last 7 games. On the other side, it's the Falcons head coach, Raheem Morris. His team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will give it to them here at home as we are set to go. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you. Evan McPherson getting this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They're led out by the former 6th-round pick out of Syracuse. It's Kyle McCord.
Last week's performance, Mike, probably when you go back and look at it, the thing that stands out the most is just a little bit too inconsistent for their liking. I mean, he found a way to ultimately lead his team to a victory, and that's the biggest thing. With that said, he has to do a better job of keeping the ball from getting into the wrong hands. He got too careless at times, and they made him pay for it. But if he does that here today, he might not get so lucky.
Pick up a 2 on the last run. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's McCord. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
His offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd. And even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes. It's going to go a long way to settle on themselves into this game.
Jake Ferguson was the intended target. And that'll set up 4th down. The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field. Fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Falcons set to take over here on offense, and they're led by the man who waited his turn, the 2020 first-rounder, Jordan Love.
Here we have a guy, Mike, just really coming off a tremendous outing last week. It seemed like everything was working for him in that win. The early rhythm he was able to establish, he rode that to the final whistle. They had an answer for everything the defense threw at him. He continues to stay one step ahead and continues to protect the ball at this rate. It's going to be a hard group to beat. I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
They'll go again with Robinson. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Donovan Ezeraku there to make the play. 3rd down and 9.
Ready. 45. Ready, go.
Slot man gonna move in motion left. From the gun on 3rd down. It's Love. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they forced 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
And he slips through an opening. Lines up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even...
Oh, big hole, left side. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. There's Bijan Robinson and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. And he's made a big impact in the passing game, as you at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, his name right there at the top. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Now Love. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. But this is taken in by a teammate.
I feel like we see this so often, Mike, especially with how good these receivers are after the catch. They're so eager to pick up that extra yardage. Sometimes they don't completely put the ball away, and with how good these defenders are at knocking it loose, pretty fortunate on that one. His teammate was there to prevent that from being a turnover.
They get 14 on that hookup. 1st down, Atlanta.
That's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike, and he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Here's Love, operating out of the pistol. That's right side and caught by Taylor. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Plenty of room after that catch. Big gainer of 23.
It's a really critical conversion here because after not scoring on your opening drive, you just can't afford to follow that up with a 3-and-out. So you find yourself down 7-0. Sustain this drive and at the very least, see if you can come away with some points.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. We go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the handoff, It's Robinson. Not much there. Maybe a yard. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory.
Second and 8 at the Cowboys' 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 8.
Ready.
From the gun, it's Love. That is brought in at the 10. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
First down and goal to go.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Green.
They'll run with Robinson. Mark down the 6.
At the 6-yard line. A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Ready, break.
Now here's 2nd and goal.
52 blaster. Let's go now. Red.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. There's a short one caught by Taylor.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
And he's in. Touchdown, Falcons. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. He's got it. And the Falcons will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Cowboys offense ready to get back at it. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down.
Ready.
To throw is McCoy. He's hit as he throws. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here's a screen set up to Williams. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. The screen works for 10 yards and a 1st down.
That's good for a Cowboys.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
On 1st down, McCoy. Looking down the field there, but his ball's incomplete.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
He'll find his tight end. That's Jake Ferguson. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and a yard from McCoy. And that is incomplete contact, but No flags. It's going to be fourth down.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
And no return. How good is that? Backs him up all the way to the 2. Raheem Morris there, Falcons head coach. His team ready for their next possession. They have been one of the better teams in terms of throwing the football this year, and the numbers bear that out, and they have come out of the gates hot in this one. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10.
Blue check.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. Oh, gotta be careful here. Looks like they're just going to avoid the safety, but not by much. That was close to being a disaster.
Second and 12 at the 1-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ready.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. Love going to get to the ground, avoid the contact, and pick up a first down.
A gain of 14 yards. And the Falcons, first down. First and 10.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on third down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the first down, and then to protect himself with the slide. Well done.
That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down.
Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A pickup there of 25 yards. It's good for a Falcon first down. So, we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with first and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Black.
And they'll run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Another run here for Robinson. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 5.
45. Ready.
Love to throw. He'll try one for
it. Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark it just short.
So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. This one from 54 yards out. McPherson's kick is good. And the Falcons will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, You always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Look to hit him with the jet sweep here to begin this drive. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
It's a loss of 2.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
That is intercepted. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6, but he does set up the offense with 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Strikers.
So now,
three,
after
three.
the interception, a sudden change situation. 1st and goal. To throw is Love. They're called in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
Brings up 2nd and
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal.
Set. Hut.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball 1st and goal. And Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Falcons will get out in front 17-7.
Cowboys 7.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense headed back to take over once more. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. A pitch comes to Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
That is caught downfield by Pickens. And he's going to take this one all the way. 77 yards. Touchdown, Dallas. Try here for the extra point. His kick is good. Cowboys are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14.
Cowboys 14.
teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Here's Bijan Robinson, and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. And with half the season gone by, time to take a look at some of the candidates at this early date to bring home the award for the NFL's Offensive Player of the Year.
52. Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Love. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10.
Quick, yellow.
Here's Robinson. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On the set.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and a yard. Love. Left side in the hands of London. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And he's back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Ready?
No gain before stepping out of bounds.
At the 32-yard line. 1-yard gain.
Here we go.
Brings
Set.
up 2nd and 9.
Ready?
A good play action with Love. He'll complete that to his fullback. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
Set.
Here's Love. That one taken in by London. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
That's another Falcons first down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and it's certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Not much happening there, just a short game.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line.
Opposite.
Here's
Read.
2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Smith red.
They run it here with Robinson. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them 1st and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. Set.
They'll try to run with Robinson. They'll try to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2.
Brought down by Trevor.
Ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
One more time, it's Robinson. Good blocking, and he's in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Atlanta. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Falcons go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. He'll start at the 4. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Cowboys offense in Georgia. drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. Second down and 8. They'll go again here with Williams. Whoa! And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. That's good for a Dallas first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Throwing on second down, it's McCord. That one intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Clemson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And these are the types of plays they envisioned with they invested a first-round pick on this defensive back just a few months ago. I mean, he's entered the league, Mike, with a reputation for having almost offensive wide receiver type ball skills. And those ball skills were certainly on full display that time.
Raheem Morris there, Falcons head coach. His team ready for their next possession. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further.
Set, ready.
Taylor, the tight end, is in motion.
Ready.
On first down, it's Love. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
At the 37-yard line.
Now Love. Throw over the middle, caught by London. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
They get 14 yards and set up first and goal.
Ready.
Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it first and goal. Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. Back to throw is Love. He pulls it in around the 5. Now a timeout. That's their first, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that.
And he's into the end zone yet again. Bijan Robinson, touchdown Falcons. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and number 12 on the year. So his big first half continues. 3 rushing touchdowns already. Maybe have to start looking at the record book, see if he can do it. The record in a game is 6. On is McPherson for the extra point. He's got it. And the Falcons add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead.
Cowboys 14.
Still a little time. Final minutes of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here comes a return from the 5. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Cowboys offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Gun. Here's McCoy. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
And you see the coach on the sideline just kind of shake his head. He's got to have a conversation with his quarterback to just make better decisions. I mean, that was almost his 3rd interception of the game. He's got to just take a deep breath. Don't continue to force throws into bad spots. Take what's there, find the open target, and maintain possession.
That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. 3rd down and 3.
Let's go now.
Operating from the gun is McCoy. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
They'll go. Here's McCoy. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. And he's going to have the 1st down. An aggressive call there. But it works out as they convert on 4th down.
1st and 10.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on 4th down. Had they not gotten it, it's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points?
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He was looking for George Pickens there. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. We're officially on to the second half of the season, Week 10. The playoff race starting to faintly take shape. Let's get into it. Our look around the NFL starts now. In the Pacific Northwest, the Seahawks at home to take on the Commanders. And this is the Commanders' wideout. A scintillating run for the touchdown. The Commanders find a way. They win it by a point. Got another one to get to right now. How about Gang Green, the Jets, as they host the Cincinnati Bengals? And this is Garrett Wilson. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Jets get the victory here. They win it by 10. One more to tell you about. We go to Jacksonville. The Jags taking on the Cleveland Browns. And it's Trevor Lawrence. He had a heck of a game. This, one of 2 touchdown passes. He also ran for a score. The Jaguars get win number 2 as they take care of business in this one. And here's a look at the rest of the action that's going on. The risers and the fallers around the NFL here in Week 10. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we send you back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. The return starts from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's Bijan Robinson. And the Falcon offense set for their next drive. And he has been a tough guy to contain all season long, as reflected in those numbers that you see there.
Smith, red. Here we check White.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds. They went to... Designed quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Yellow.
A quick throw here, going to be taken by London. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 6.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game, where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game. Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
His second catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down.
That's another Falcons first down.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. It's a big-time play to secure that one. We don't give these big guys enough credit, Mike, just how fast these defensive tackles really are. Here he uses his speed to break through, take the back down for a loss.
Ready, ready. Black 40.
On second down, Love. That's caught right side. It's London. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Down. Ready.
From the gun, it's Love. He'll look London's way again. It's complete again. And what are you going to do on fourth down?
Well, they say football is a game of inches, and plays like this explain why. You pick up a little bit more, it's a fresh set of downs. Now on fourth and short, this coach has a decision to make.
42-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
This taken at the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to see what they can do. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Now it's Williams. Peeling forward for maybe a yard. James Pierce in on the tackle. From the 24 now, here's second down and 9. Operating from the gun is McCoy. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. 3rd and 9. Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCoy. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. And he is going to have a Cowboys first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. That's a gain of 18.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Cowboys first down.
Again, it's Penix. One incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Penix. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Really nice play there by the defender, Mike. He realized there was probably no opportunity to come away with the interception. Next best thing, get your hand on it, break up the pass, put an end to that play pretty quick.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. 4th down, and here's Penix. That's caught left side. It's complete. And he's conversion on 4th and 10.
Let's go.
Plant. It's Penix. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
We see this offense just continue to search for a spark. It's just this entire game, their execution's just been a little bit off. And now here in the second half, they find themselves down by multiple scores. They're going to have to connect on one or two of these big plays if they want to find themselves back in this one.
And they bring them down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They gain 18 yards on that one. First down, Cowboys. Penix gonna throw again. Right back to Williams. They connect again. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They go right back to him. This catch good for 11 and a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Dallas.
To throw again, it's Penix. That's complete. Left side to Pickens. And he's going to be marked out down at the 5. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line. Jalen Walker in for the sack. That's a baker's dozen. 13 for the year. On second down, Penix. That is caught. And he'll take it on in. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point and go for 2.
The Cowboys will line up.
Looking to throw, it's Penix. That'll be caught, and he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Raheem Morris there, Falcons head coach. His team ready for their next possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down.
Smith, red. Set. Yep, ready.
And here's Bijan. That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Throwing on second down, Love. There's that man again. Another catch. 10 catches now in the game. They've gone his way early and often. That one for a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now Robinson. They convert on him quickly. We'll only get a couple. Donovan Ezaraku there to make the play.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and
On the ready.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
Here we go. Here we go.
Out of the shotgun. It's Love. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down. Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside.
Ready, break.
They need 8 as they come up for third down.
Set, ready.
Love to throw. This one down the field, but it'll wind up incomplete.
It just seems like the offense gets in their own way, and whether it's a penalty or a drop or whatever the case may be, it's these self-inflicted wounds they've got to stop if this unit ever wants to reach their full potential.
And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. There's CeeDee Lamb heading back out there with the rest of his Cowboys teammates. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. From the gun, it's Penix. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
incomplete. Brings up second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On play action, Penix. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one. He's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down.
Yellow, line. Cut.
Love to throw it on first down. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
At the
Ready.
Cowboys' 19-yard line.
60
Taylor,
red.
the tight end,
60
is in
red.
motion.
Cut.
On play action, Love. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. Now, after that last snap, we have an injured player. It's Bijan Robinson, who's in some pain down there. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. Now, Love. And they're going to get him a second time. He goes down again.
An 8-yard loss. Brings up fourth down.
So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. This one from 54 yards out. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this.
Evan McPherson.
McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. A return now from the 4. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, here is Penix. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up a 3rd down. Throwing is Penix. Catch made by Pickens. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a 1st down.
That's good for a Cowboys 1st down. A gain of 19 yards. 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 4. They run over center with Williams. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Simpson. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Penix on 3rd down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. And that brings up 4th and short. So I'm not sure if this is miscommunication or just bad execution, but either way, this is a ball that just needs to be completed. I mean, it's 4th down, money moment. You've got to be good in these critical situations, and when there's opportunities for plays to be made, you got to make them.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Down. 52 bull.
From the gun, it's Love. Out wide, that's Robinson. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
At the 40-yard line.
Yellow, line.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. 1st down, Atlanta.
Drill, 52. Hut.
Looks like movement over there on the left side, and the flag is down. Landon Dickerson guilty on that one.
Ready?
Following the penalty, he'll run it. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders. especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Yellow. Cut.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Luck. His 11th grab of the game and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 11. And the Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
And he finds his space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
On the ready.
He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Ready, ready. Cut.
They'll stick with him again. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Ready.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's going to have the 1st down. Just as the marker, it is 1st and goal.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
A run on 1st and goal. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
3rd and goal.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down.
Black swap.
They'll run. Powering forward. He's in. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
McPherson now for the PAT. It's up and good. And the Falcons will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
22.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as the tackle is made right at the 36. Here comes Williams on the toss to the right. And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8. The offense in hurry-up mode, pushing the pace. Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
So I actually think this is one of those where he was a little bit too unselfish. He's trying to fit that ball in a tight window and maintain his ability as a passer. But I think if he turns himself into a runner and activates his legs, he probably picks up that 1st down if he calls his own number. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Here's Bijan Robinson and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 red.
On 2nd down, Love. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. But this one is about done.
Makes it 3rd and 6.
Check.
So it's a win here for the Falcons. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one.